Hello. Hi. So let's see. I wanted to actually my cousin was asking for a upload of my first race in LFM. I saved the replay. Um so I figured the first part I'll do a replay of the race and give some commentary while I'm driving from the onboard view. This is actually my first online race in AMS2 as well. Bit of background on myself. I've been a iRacing user since 2008. I'm by no means a ride or die, kind of guy with any simulation. I'm a automotive engineer in real life. I live in Southeast Michigan. Work for a big company in the Big Three. This review is not affiliated with anyone. These are my own personal beliefs. I mean, it's not too controversial. But I figure we'll just hop straight into it because driving AMS2 was just like coming from iRacing for so long and doing so many league races and putting a lot of time, driving time and learning that sim, and then coming into here, it was just like, yes, this sim just made sense. I've seen a lot of reviews of people saying it's kind of like it's a very arcadey feel. I mean, it's sim racing on a computer, so I think it's going to be impossible to eliminate some arcadey feel, but this thing does pretty much everything you'd expect it to. And I don't know, I love it right now. It's and I've tried, I have a Assetto Corsa Competizione, and I've driven Le Mans Ultimate. Those are great sims as well. But right now the AMS2 is really speaking to me, and I don't know if it's just like my wheel combination. I just use the Tony Kanaan version of Asetek wheelbase and steering wheel. So it's the Tony Kanaan wheel is basically a Forte wheel sold by Micro Center. And then the Tony Kanaan wheelbase is basically a La Prima wheel with the USB-C ports in the back that come with the Forte. So, and basically I'm just using, for all the sims I run, I just use Asetek's suggested values, and don't tweak it too much from there because it's a pretty good starting spot. And even with 12 newton meters, I mean, you can really, if there's a huge force feedback event, it can really hurt your wrist, even with just 12 with this stuff. So it's plenty. Yeah, I guess we'll just hop straight into the race here. And the first time through, I'll do commentary of what's happening in the race and what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. And then later on, I'm going to run back, do a replay of just the trackside views, so you can hear the sounds and see everything. I mean, it's just a beautiful sim. It sounds great. Nikhil, hey. So we're going to see what this is all about. So I'm going to press play. So I qualified 4th for this race, and I saw that there are cautions, so I wasn't pushing too hard here to start. I wasn't sure exactly how cautions worked, but I came around the first corner and see cars in the air. And that's kind of the standard. That's kind of the standard for a lot of online races, even in no matter what platform, probably at this track. A lot of prototype. There's a prototype on my left there, but I'm clear all around right here. I came out of that P3, and I was looking into my rearview mirror, basically coming up to this, gave a little bit of extra braking room for cold tires, and I got I got drilled. I thought that Corv initially I wasn't upset or anything, but I thought that Corvette maybe lost their brake point by going back and looking at it like that Corvette got drilled by that prototype who had totally lost brakes or something. And so my wheel is askew at this point slightly by 10 or so degrees to go straight. But it didn't drive too terribly bad. And the thing I love it right now, it still has cold tires, but the thing I love about this, that you can, for me, I can, and the feeling of the car and how the feedback that I'm getting from the game, like I can kind of catch it pretty quick. It's pretty intuitive for me. But there are times when you just send it in too hard and the back end's going to come around. There's really nothing you can do about it. And that does catch me out in this corner at one point. That happened to that guy just now. It's kind of a parking lot right there. But we made our way through. So it happens if you just push too hard on entry. If your brake bias is too far back. So you have to, as the race goes on, as the fuel comes off, you have to move the brake bias depending on how hard you want to push. And at this point the caution is out. I don't exactly know what triggers the cautions in this. Whether it's people going off track and getting incidents, or it's just totally random. But right now we're just staying behind these guys, and we're still like 20 seconds. So let me turn on the map actually, and then hide the controls. So the leaders are up towards this area. We still have quite a bit of ways to catch up to the GT3 leaders. So under caution, you're still driving pretty hard. Just no passing. And I don't know if it's incident-based caution system or if it's like a track-based, like if the track is blocked. This being my first online race in AMS2, I don't know. So I knew there would be one just because I had watched someone stream an online LFM race. And I saw they had a caution, so I was expecting one. That's why I was taking it easy. But at this point, we had dropped back all the way to the back after turn 5, and now we're back on 6th place here. I'm really impressed with the modeling that they do of the track, the atmosphere. It really can't, like I've been to Sebring, I've been to the race a few times with some more sporting teams. In my, I guess, engineering role. And this really captures it because the camping area, the field there, it's really neat. Like when the lights come out, they have rope lights and stuff even kind of modeled in, and the game does a really good job with lighting and capturing the atmosphere of the event. That's huge to me. The sounds are good. The sounds I like. I'm not gonna lie, I like the the ACC sounds from the cockpit a little bit better. I think they capture more, the creaks and the little details that you get from listening, marbles and rocks and things hitting the fender the fenders and all this stuff. But this still does a really good job, I think. So I'm driving a Corvette, obviously. Probably should have led with that. But this game, it runs so smooth. You know, you have a virtual mirror up here when you're driving, and then right now I'm rendering, you know, 3 cockpit mirrors as well, and I mean it's 120 FPS pretty constantly. You know, in iRacing, that would not be possible with my setup. I have a 3070 Ti GPU and a 12600K processor. So they, whoa, he almost hit me right there. So they kind of complement each other nicely, but you know, a few years old, or a couple years old at this point. And so we're going to go green here at the end of this lap. It's basically just 1 lap under green, or under caution. And the caution lights are out on the cars. We went green. Big bumps there in Sunset Bend. Let the prototype by. More prototypes off. Actually, I'm in 8th here, not 6th. Sorry. We got a prototype. We got 2 off right there, and then this guy, I think, got punted by a prototype. Oh, this was the leader. This guy was real fast. He was a leader, but he got taken out by a prototype that lost track of his brakes. You hate to see it. Kind of same situation what happened to me in the first lap. I do like the dynamic aspect of the track. So the brake markers. You notice that the last time we went back through turn 5, the brake markers were not there, which probably caught a few people off, and they don't come back, so they just kind of stay off. We got another GT3 around. So we're just doing we're making up positions by not crashing. And my lap times by no means they don't set the world on fire at all. Just try to be consistent and keep the car out of control. But it's pretty easy. I don't know, it's easier to overdrive a car, I guess. We had 3 cautions this race. Which was pretty neat, honestly. Every time I saw a caution, there was always a car around on the track somewhere, just off. As far as setup goes that I'm using, So there is a time trial feature where you can load up the car and the track combination, and then the nice people that set time trial hot lap times, you can use their setup. So, you know, unlimited setups. Yeah, so that guy overdrove that corner a little, and I'm guilty of that a little bit later too, where I'm trying to make up time on a guy after a caution. But it's one of those situations where, like, I knew I shouldn't have driven it in that deep. But the force feedback really it gives you like the confidence that you can with what you feel. So it'll let you get away with a lot of things until like it doesn't. So let's see what else. Cockpit layout is great. I like the sounds of the car inside. The gear warning. The ABS felt good. TC feels good, and it's all super adjustable. Oh, but the setup. So basically, I just started with someone's setup. I forget, Hector or something maybe. And then I dialed back the rear anti-roll bar and added some fuel to get through the race. Just to get some rear grip, you know, because going from like hot lapping to a race situation. But it felt pretty good. Yeah. I'm like testing my limits there in that corner, like with what I can get away with on the entry, on the brakes, and with bumps and everything. At this point, we're in 1, 2, 3, 4th spot. We got another caution here. And it's telling me to stay behind this guy. Hence the reason I don't pass him. I believe those two middle lights on the back of that Lamborghini is car caution lights. And I don't know if he hit another car or hit the wall real hard. Something. But finally he waved us around. Once his speed gets down at like below a certain threshold, then it waves people around. And we have a big... There's a pace car waiting to pick up the leader. I guess it looks like the leader was halfway down the backstretch when I passed the pace car there, so we have kind of a big gap to close for one lap. That being behind that prototype kind of put us behind a lot. But I love the sun flares and all the little things, the atmosphere, the environment. Yeah, tires just feel so good to me in the GT3 category. The only two cars I've really tried, though, are really the Corvette, which is probably going to be my main car that I drive. And the BMW I did a little bit. Ooh, big bump. And it felt really great, too. Just as I was, like, kind of bouncing back and forth, like, comparing all the different simulators. See what I liked and what I didn't like out of all of them. But the tires just, like, it feels like these tires have a sidewall that flexes and move, the car will move around a little bit under braking and does different dynamic things that you kind of expect. Instead of just feeling like hockey pucks and there's really good, like, solid mechanical grip, like low speed. You can really lean on the outside rear tire, I think. Which is, could be a reason why, like, also... Oh, we got a guy in the grass off of here. But we get by him around. Which could be why, like, a lot of people think that the mid-corner in this game feels too slow. Just because it does give a lot of confidence. Like, the tire just kind of does what you want it to. What you expect it to? So far. And I don't know, I typically don't. We made it here, and, we're a green flag situation right now, so... We almost caught back up to everyone. Whoa. That guy just appeared out of nowhere. I don't know what that guy was. Prototypes. We got wings flying up here, boys. And I'm just trying to sift through the damage. I think that was that was two guys. I don't know if they got cleaned out by a prototype or what. More than likely. And I knew, I had a feeling that was going to happen because I was pushing to catch back up really hard. But when I went in, I knew it was going to happen. Like, the back, I carried way too much speed, and the back of the car just was super floaty, and it just never came back. So that was really my fault for overdriving. That wasn't like anything weird. But I tried to straighten it out, and we kept it off the wall and everything. I just had messed up that corner. So at this point, I was like, okay, P2 right now. We'll just finish P2. It'll be a pretty good first race. Survived, mainly. Which, honestly, in any online race, that's what it's all about. Oh, we are under full course caution. There are the lights on the track flashing yellow right here. But we still have like quite a few guys a lap down between us and the GT3 leader. And I forget if this guy might have been faster than me anyways. So I only qualified P4. But, you know, if he had any damage, maybe we could have made it interesting. You never know, but there's 2 or 3 guys in between us. And the leader. And I was looking in relative, and the guy running P3 behind us was kind of struggling to catch up here on the track map. You can see he's up here. So I wasn't sure if he's going to get to us, so I wasn't feeling much pressure from him. I was pretty content to finish P2. at this point. But yeah, look at the rays of light and all these things. It's really good. Very sunsetty. Sunset Bend is very sunsetty. And we're green. Got around him on the start. Had a prototype on my inside there. Then he backed off. And that's the leader right in front of me. I think no, the two up. Come on, boys. That Porsche got sent off the track there by the prototype. And boom. Center in just a little bit too hard. But he smacked the wall real good. But yeah, after it is so easy to overdrive entry on these things, and you do pay for it. So I'm trying to be super careful on entry, and I think with the older tires too, as they get older, they get a lot more slippery and to get out in the dust. I think it does seem like the track does get dusty with marbles. Because as the race went on, it didn't feel a lot more slippery. But you can see like the road lights that they have up along the side turned on. And a lot of the lights are starting to turn on now on the track, which is awesome. I really no performance difference. That was the end of the race. So now we'll go back and watch. Let's see here. Go back and watch. Oh no, I may have to. Yeah. This is the thing I found before too. The replay system is kind of weird. Once you get to the end of the replay system, then it does not like to watch it again, I guess. So yeah, load it again. But the replay system in this game does need work, I think. I do like that about iRacing, where you just get out of the car and can see like what just happened. That's pretty nice. This game, you can see the whole race as long as you finish the race, and it gives you the option to save the replay, and then you can go back and watch it. Which, if you can't have the other one, like this is fun. You know, totally fine. So, it does take a little bit for the other cars to learn. So we'll let them join. Now we'll watch this, and I'll be quiet. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much. I don't know. That's pretty much it. It was an amazing game. Honestly, the audio experience is like amazing. The visual experience is amazing. It, I mean, it feels like you're pretty much fully immersed in in the environment, and I think that's kind of really important. Definitely really important. And I mean, it's probably my favorite out of all of them. The environment colors, the everything going on, the lighting, the day to night transitions. I haven't done any rain racing yet. I've only played this game like less than 20 hours, really. So most of my opinions, like I said, are based on racing, iRacing since 2008. So um, I'm kind of in love with this game right now, and it's my favorite one. um, the racing experience like online with Low Fuel Motorsport is great. It's free, but I mean that's kind of what you get. So it's not the probably clean experience, but like neither is iRacing. So none of them are. I mean, it is what it is. It's fun. It's a fun hobby, and um, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say other than get the game, get it. It's great. All right, later.